Hey everybody, welcome to another edition of Box Seats. This is the show where we talk about sports with comedians. Let's get ready to bring him in. Mo, how you doing, sir?
What up, man? You know me, man. I'm always tired. I'm always tired. I'm always tired. I'm always moving.
Yeah, that part is definitely true. You're always moving. Grass don't grow under your feet, bro. It don't grow under your feet. My man D Jones is in the building. Damien Jones, how you doing, sir?
What's up, fellas? I missed you guys. It's been about 19, 20, 23 hours or something like that.
and filmmaker Jason Hayes in the building. Jay, how you doing, sir?
Hey, what up, fellas? Happy to see that Mo ain't using that booger sugar.
Mo ain't doing that. Mo ain't doing that. Mo ain't doing that. Mo ain't doing that.
He have a lot more energy if he was. So since he tired, I know he ain't messing with it.
Listen, check this out. I have a whole lot more than energy. I have problems, man. That book is
Ain't that the truth? All right, so we got a lot of stuff to talk about today, man. I don't know if you guys saw some of this news stuff, so let me just first do this. You know how I normally do. I got to put the stuff up here, and I got to make it right. So Mo, you the one today. You go first today, bro. You go first today.
all right, now.
So, all right, Mo. Here's the story. The U.S. Senators Bernie Sanders and Elizabeth Warren and Pat Ryan and Joaquin Castro signed a letter on Tuesday to the leadership at Disney, ESPN, the NFL, and Major League Baseball over ESPN's proposed media deals with the two sports leagues. Now, the letter raised antitrust concerns and unfair competition that could cause harm to consumers and ESPN competitors, and basically make a long story short. The representatives are saying that the ESPN and the leagues are in cahoots to force to charge their consumers more money for these apps. That's where we're going. To make a long story short, the senators are all coming together, and trying to say you shouldn't be forcing the end consumer, like me and you, to pay for these apps. I don't know if you remember, Mo, but I did complain about this the last week. Saying like I'm getting sick and tired of paying for all these apps. I'm getting sick and tired of paying for, the ESPN app. Now you got to pay for Fox Sports app. But now you got to pay for your cable, and that's what D Jones is like. Yo, you got to get that. What do you say that
Fire stick.
Fire stick, right, that Fire Stick thing. So now I'm not the only one who's raising these concerns, Mo. It seems like the senators are saying that too, because it's turning into a real thing. What's your take, Mo?
People always try to ask about who's the biggest gangster, who's the wildest gangsters like in the world. It ain't the government. It ain't the police. It ain't the Crips. It ain't the mafia. It's the motherfucking cable company. The cable company is the biggest gangsters in the world. They will change a channel. They will remove a channel and don't even tell you.
That's very true. That's 100%
They
true.
never give you the same bill twice. I don't even think they got a billing system. I think it's just a blind monkey somewhere rolling dice, trying to figure out how much you gonna pay. The cable company is the biggest gangsters in the world. It's about time somebody stood up to them.
100%.
Too expensive.
D Jones, Elizabeth Warren said sports fans should not be forced to pay more. She basically said it. That's the quote. I want to make sure I got that quote out there. She said that quote. So what's your take on this, D?
It's kind of like what Mo just said. They gangster, especially the NFL. They gangsters here. I think regular TV is on life support anyway. And the minute we're gonna have to pay for anything you like, you gotta pay to watch it, pay to play, PTP. You know what I'm saying? That's why I went to OnlyFans, and that's why I make more money over there, because I know people what they want to see. So but I just know that we're gonna have to pay to watch our favorite team, our favorite basketball team, our favorite football team. You're gonna have to pay eventually. I'm with Bernie and them people. Like, don't stop being greedy. It's greed. Bottom line is greed.
Right. So Jay, here I want to read something for you. Okay. In August, the NFL agreed to sell the bulk of its media assets, including the NFL Network and the linear rights to Red Zone Channel, to ESPN in exchange for a 10% equity stake in ESPN that could be worth billions of dollars, which ultimately ends up forcing, where this is going, forcing them to say that they have a reason why they want to ultimately charge the fans more money. You know what I mean? So they can make more money. What you taking this, Jay?
listen, antitrust laws exist for a reason,
Right.
and this is the reason. Like, I mean, with D being on the younger end, we're old enough to remember them coming in and breaking up AT&T. You know, like the government stepped in. They said AT&T, you were too big, and they broke them up in our lifetime in 1984. I was young, but I remember when it happened. But so this is where it's headed. So you got to understand how corporations work. Corporations have in their charters, you have a fiduciary responsibility to make maximum money for your shareholders, no matter what.
Right.
Right. So with that being the edict and the gauntlet, what happens now? The NFL right now is an independent company that's free to do business with anybody they want to.
That's
That
right.
means ESPN, that means CBS, that means Fox, that means NBC. So if ESPN spends a ton of money to acquire the NFL, the first thing they're gonna try to do is what? Recoup.
That's right.
So once those contracts expire, the NFL is going to end up just being only owned by Disney, and you're only going to be able to get them on Disney apparatuses, which means they can charge you whatever they want to if you want to watch the NFL because they will have a monopoly on NFL football, and
That's
that's
why
why it's terrible.
That's why I had you last, because I knew you was going to bring the Disney thing up, because I know you're a filmmaker. You understand the business going on behind the scenes. Not that D and Mo don't, but I know
It's
your law
terrible.
background. I knew you was going with that, because ultimately I wanted to give you that layup, because D, that's where it's going. Disney is
That's
going
where
to
it's headed.
with that. That's where it's going. I don't know
But
if
but
any consumer
but
can see that. Huh?
but think this though. My only question is this: they getting money from both ends because they getting money from us as the consumer, and then they get money from other companies for the commercials. Don't the commercials have to be paid for?
Yeah, the commercials are paid for.
That's
That's
what
why.
used to run TV. Am I right, Jay? Isn't that what used to run TV? Commercials, and TV was free to the consumer because they wanted to promote. They getting money on both ends. Tell
Yeah,
me
yeah.
that ain't gangster.
But I mean this is why it's terrible though, Mo, because the reason why CBS and NBC paid billions of dollars to acquire the rights to broadcast the NFL was because they want people to buy advertising airtime while the game is being played. Otherwise, it's worthless, right? So if ESPN acquires the NFL, and that's like under their whole umbrella, they're the one-stop shop to go for everything. So now, not only is it bad for the for the viewer, it's bad for the advertisers
Yeah.
because now they can charge whatever they want to. Hey man, I'm sorry, man. It's Super Bowl prices every week now. It's 5 billion. It's $5 million for a 30-second ad on a Sunday at 12:30. You know what I'm saying? They can do whatever they want. So it's just bad across the board.
Great point. Great point. But unfortunately, I don't want to talk too long about this. Let's just keep it moving, because there's another point I wanted to bring up. I don't know if you heard about this one either, Mo. So let me bring this up right now and say Wagner's basketball coach, Wagner's college men's basketball coach, is being investigated for allegations of mistreating players, and he's currently suspended by the school. Now here's what he did. Make sure you all clearly hear what he did, because this had me tripping when I read this. He verbally abused his players and refused to allow them to take water breaks during hard practices. That's what he did. That's what he did. He had them do suicides, had them run up and down the court. When they were asking for water breaks, he said no. So they reported him to the school. The school suspended him. When I was in high school playing ball, everything else, that's what they used to do. Like, you used to run until you had to throw up, or run until you felt like you almost had to throw up, but you ran until you had pressure put on you. Now, this college coach literally, I never even heard this before, got suspended for doing what coaches used to do. I don't know about this. What's your thought on this, Mo? But I think we're getting soft as a society, bro. I just think we're getting soft.
I wish we had white chocolate right now to look up the record for Wagner for the past whatever amount of years. The last time they even made, when the last time Wagner even made the NCAA tournament?
I don't think they ever made the NCAA tournament.
They
But
made it one
That's
year, I
why.
remember.
That's exactly why they haven't. And they ain't gonna make it. So y'all can put the coach on fire. Y'all can get easier practices, and don't worry about why you ain't gonna have an NBA career or none of the other shit that comes with it, because you with Wagner, and Wagner don't know D Jones. Pass to the D Jones. I like the line that he uses where he don't give. What? Tell him we don't give.
I
Tell
don't
him.
give a piss about how you feel in practice. Okay? You're soft. You're soft. Go run some suicides. Go run the stadium steps. You're soft. We don't give a piss how you feel, okay? And that goes for everybody on the show. I don't care. The views of that goes for everybody. Stop being soft.
But D, let me just say this. Let me say the line. D. Let me just throw this out there. This is an alley-oop for you, D. This is an alley-oop for you. Wagner College has not officially confirmed the allegations, but school officials reportedly received multiple complaints about the coach. The coach of men's basketball program was described by one player as a lot of things done there aren't normal.
You know what's going to be the worst is they suspended him, right? And he like, man, I can't wait to get back to practice. But it's nothing he could really do now, because a coach like that is going to run your ass to next practice for snitching like that.
Yeah.
But he probably like, you know what, y'all all soft. I'm about to just recruit some better players next season.
Yeah, I think he might go to another school. I don't see why he would, But Jay, what's your take on this, man? Because this is the norm when you play ball. This is the norm.
Yeah. I'm sure Mo will co-sign this. Being from the city, everything on Staten Island is terrible.
Mm-hmm.
So, Wagner is on Staten Island, and nobody gives a piss about Staten Island. You hear me? So the fact that it's on Staten Island, I think just through osmosis and through the water, bullshit happens, right? But now I'm all for running the players as punishment and all this stuff. But where he went wrong was not letting them get water. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm from Florida, and so I'm sensitive to things like heat stroke and that dehydration, man. You start like cramping. I mean, like people can literally die from that. Mm-hmm. So the fact that he did that, it opens the school up litigiously to be sued for millions of dollars because he in his emotions and he don't know how to instruct people without being that way. So
Jay, can I
he up out of there, Playboy?
Jay, can I just stop you there? You and I both know that these boys these days stop. They want to listen. I want to go get a break, and then they will saunter off to get some water. They'll take their time to get the water and everything else. And then they saunter off to take their time to get back. And you know what I mean? It's not like, I don't think it's like, okay, can we take a water break and everything else? And then he's okay, you got 10 seconds. I don't think it's like that. I think it's sauntering off, and he's just like, no, we're gonna keep doing this, pressuring this, do this. And that's the way I think it's now. I'm not there. I wasn't there. And everything else, I can't say for certain, but I do know that when you're Wagner College and your coach is hired to try to get you to the tournament, he's gonna do everything he can do and get that laziness out their ass. That's just the way I look at it, Jay.
So, but here's the thing, though, right? Once they start talking about they denied them something,
that's true.
The lawyer gonna ask you yes or no questions.
Yeah.
The lawyer gonna say, they're gonna say, Coach Copeland, that's his name, Donald Copeland. I pulled it up. Coach Copeland, did you on June 14th deny Frank Holder water when he asked to go drink water? They don't want the explanation. Is it yes or is it no? Yeah. If the answer is yes, okay, next question. And so now that opens the university up to being sued for a lot of money in a lot of different ways because they I'm sure the kids filed a complaint and and they didn't move on it because listen, we're hearing about this because the kids went to the administration somewhere.
Yeah.
And if the administration just said, "Nah, man, you'll take your punk ass back to practice," then trust me, man, you would have heard about it in a different way. It wouldn't have been a suspension; it would have been a lawsuit. And because they soft, you got to recognize you're dealing with some soft dudes, and the law is on their side, so you got to act accordingly.
Yeah, well, Jay, like I said, well said, bro, well said. So let's move on. And let's take the story out. Now, Mo, next story up. I don't know if you heard about this one, but Zion Williamson reported to camp yesterday looking like listen, he looked like a beast. He lost weight. He looked really, he looked in shape. He just had everything like he was supposed to, bro. He did everything. He did everything he was supposed to. He looked like a man in charge. And this is what he said. He basically said he credits his boxing workouts and his football workouts. And he said, I feel like I did in college, my first, year in college, or mostly in high school. Because I saw some stuff of him and everything. And he looked chiseled, bro. He looked really good. So do you think this is the Zion Williamson year for him to break out because of his, his new regiment? Mo, what's your take?
I don't know. We put a lot of hope and hype in Zion. I just hope again that it is for him, that he does break out and he has a real successful career, not just a successful year, but a successful career. I hope that, he doesn't get injured. You know what I'm saying? Because I mean, he's coming. I'm not gonna say he's looked like he has now, but he had been trying to slim down in the past. There's been injuries that's gotten the bug on him. So I hope he can last and show us who Zion is.
Yeah, that's a good take. D Jones, do you think this is Zion Williamson's year? Because I don't know if you got a chance to see what he looked like, but he looked like he looked
skinny. He didn't even look chiseled. He looked like he's going from power forward to small to shooting guard.
He might.
But I like Zion's game. I think when he healthy, when he play, any given night, he can be the best player on the court. You know what I'm saying? Depending on who they playing against. I hope it is. I wish him all the luck in the world, man, because I really thought Zion was going to be something. And I shared the top 50 list with y'all that they ranked today. And there's no reason he shouldn't be on that list. He's been in the league long enough, but he's always hurt because he's too fat to play. So,
right.
I do hope he stay away from all that food and the porn stars and just play basketball. Leave that to us.
You said it.
To the civilians.
You said it. Jay, what you take with this? His burst should be off the box now. He should be able to explode to the basket now. He should be able to.
Hey man, let's call this what it is. Zion and Luka, they both on that Ozempic.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, bro, that both of them are on Ozempic. I'm certain of it. But as it pertains to Zion, listen, man, he been a certain way his whole life. And I hope that he's getting ready to turn the corner as a professional athlete, and do the things that he's supposed to do as a professional. But having said that, I want to see him after the holidays of Thanksgiving and Christmas.
Right.
If he's still gonna be skinny in January 15th, then he committed. But if I hear him, he walking around with like 15 extra pounds, from the start of the season, and now he done blew out a tire, in practice or whatever, he can't play for 2 months, then I know that that he's reverted back to what he was doing.
100%. All right, Mo. Next topic is gonna probably make you, I don't know. Well, I'm gonna ask you first. Jason Tatum is making the media rounds. Made the media rounds yesterday because Jason Tatum was talking about his injury, talking about playing obviously last year. He just did a lot of talking yesterday. And the crazy thing about it is he left up in his thought, he was saying, I could come back this season. I almost had a heart attack. You know me. I was like, yeah, are you out your mind? But that's what he was saying. So I wanted to ask you, bro, what's your take on Jason Tatum making the media rounds and putting in the air that he could come back this season?
You got me confused with somebody who gives a fuck.
I second that, Mo.
I don't care about that shit.
Well, unfortunately, you're on a sports show, so tell me what your thoughts are.
You know what? Hey man, I seen the part of him talking about that, man, and yeah, I want him to come back this year. I'm waiting for Tatum. I want Tatum to back on the Celtics. I want the Celtics to be at full strength, so I don't have to hear this bullshit about the Knicks beating them while they weren't at full strength. So come on back, bring it.
All right, D Jones, what's your take on hearing the news? Jason Tatum talking about that he wants to come back. He didn't say He didn't say he wasn't going to come back this season. He said, I never said I wasn't coming back this season. That's what his thoughts were. D, what's your take?
I hope he tried to play game 1 against the Pistons. I hope he
out there with a flat.
I hope he bring his ass out there game 1. You know, that's what I hope. He missed the rest of the season, man. But if I was a Celtics fan, I don't see the Celtics winning championship with that roster this season if he was there or not. No. So don't even rush back, bro. Like, if they make the playoffs, which they can be, top 7, top 9, then yeah. If you healthy around that time, then come on off the bench and get some reps. But I would just try to get healthy because he's going to come back better. Once that type of injury, you should come back a little bit stronger. So I wouldn't rush back, but hey, come back game 1.
If I was him, I wouldn't even do it. But Jay, what's your take?
I mean, medical science has come so far now, man. Like that Achilles used to be like a career-ending injury, to a minimum of 2 years to come back from it. I mean, but now dudes coming back from that, man, literally in like 3, 4, 5 months now. So it's possible for him to come back because I'm sure he had the surgery immediately after, the injury, like back in June or was that May, whenever that was. So it's possible, but he ain't gonna come back because he's soft as baby food.
Well, I can't deny that. I can't,
most of the Celtics since Larry Bird retired.
Huh?
Right.
Yeah.
All right, D. Hey, D. Now he get ready to turn on your ass.
Yeah, I heard him go.
That hateration coming. He's soft as carrots and peas.
Man, I've been waiting for this right here, boy.
This is where the alliance breaks. I'm on record. I hate all things Boston except for Boston College, and I only kind of like them.
Okay, so I'm looking at the time, and I want to make sure I get this definite topic in before I jump into the Tom Brady topic that I want to talk about. Here it is. On the WNBA and the NBA is coming into question, Mo, because the physicality is taking center stage in the WNBA last night between the Aces and the Fever. Becky Hammon said this quote unquote. She said, this physicality would not fly in the NBA, even though her Las Vegas Aces were too nice for a rough playoff battle. You can't tiptoe into a bar fight, Hammond said. It led up to game 2. The Aces charged in, punched first this time, and stayed as feisty as their head coach called for a pregame. Hammond called the fight officially with the blowout 90-68 victory by the number 2 seed Las Vegas Aces. Even the semifinal score 1-1. Basically, so what she's basically saying, it's so physical in the WNBA that the refs are allowing it, and it would not be allowed in the NBA. So my question to you is, Mo, is the WNBA more physical than the NBA?
Yeah, it probably is. Because they ain't worth multi-millions of dollars. Ain't they in the whole financial? They got to do something to build up their finances. They got to do something to get more viewers in, so let them bang. You know what I'm saying? Let them rough it out. She probably is right.
I think, you know what, Mo? I got to say this. I think I looked at a couple of clips. I think she's absolutely right. I think
she's banging it. Listen, them chicks be getting it. I'm sorry, I don't mean to say chicks. Them young women be getting in there and they be posting up. Listen, because they're not dunking, but other than dunking, they are snatching rebounds. You got women there averaging double-doubles on rebounds every night, damn near. It's like whether you're a woman or a man's game, it takes a lot to average a double-double.
Yeah, and it looked like physicality from remember the Chicago Bulls, New York Knicks rounds and everything else? That's what it's looking like in the WNBA right about now. D. Jones, what's your take on this, bro? Where are you at with this, man? Is the WNBA more physical than the NBA to you?
I'm going to say this. I grew up on the bad boys, all right?
Thank you very much.
Nothing more tougher than that era of basketball. And the NBA now is soft in the mug. A lot of these kids grew up watching LeBron flop. And these girls ain't flopping. They down there, excuse my words, banging each other. But yeah, it's a lot tougher than the NBA by far.
Yeah, when I posed this question, Jay, I thought first it was far-fetched. Then I looked at it. Then I looked at some clips, and I started thinking about it, Jay. I was like, you know what? She's absolutely right. There's a lot of physicality that would not go on in the NBA. And all I kept thinking of is if it's Steph, if it's LeBron, if it's KD, some of that stuff they wouldn't be allowed to them or by them. You know what I mean? So, question to you is, what you think?
I mean, I actually watch a lot of WNBA basketball, man. And listen, I don't mean no disrespect, to the women's game because it's a beautiful game for a basketball purist.
Right.
Like when you appreciate picks and execution and all that stuff, it's a wonderful game to watch. But come on, man. No, it's not more physical than the NBA. I mean, the games are more like really good YMCA rec leagues, with dudes that used to be good 10 years earlier. You know what I'm saying? I'm just keeping it a beam. So, but I'll tell you one thing that the NBA players can't do. They can't complain about physicality in a game. I know that. So even if the game is physical, dudes can't talk about the game's just so physical. It's too physical. You can't talk about that. Well, I'm sorry. Michael Jordan can. I digress. But no, man. I mean, now the refs got whistles. You talk about the officiating saying refs are missing calls and stuff like that. But if they just bodying up and making you take your ass to the weight room when you ain't going to the weight room, then that's a you problem. You know what I'm saying? You can't complain about physicality when you ain't strong physically, when you ain't mentally, ready to deal with that stuff. But other than that, nah, man, stop it.
Hold on, let me interject. Let me get my Howie on. Let me interject.
Go ahead.
The Pistons was whooping Michael Jordan ass.
Hell yeah. And he was crying about it too. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? He the only dude that they let cry about physicality, and he don't get demoted for crying about the physicality.
They were trying to hurt him.
At the end of the day,
and they should have.
At the end of the day, the NBA changed what they allowed or what they didn't allow because of the way the Pistons was fouling Michael Jordan.
Exactly.
Yeah,
meanwhile, Zeke still got a gash in his forehead from Karl Malone.
Yeah, he does.
You know what I'm saying? Come on, bro.
But wait, let me say this though. The Bad Boys originally didn't have it for the Jordan rules. It was originally set up from Bernard King, dude. They wanted to get him and slow him down because he torched their ass, but he got hurt and they applied it to Michael Jordan. How he taught me that.
He had cement for knees though. So
but D, I'm just saying this. The only NBA player I can think about that ever cried about physicality was Michael Jordan. I can't think of anybody else that ever went to the league crying about somebody knocking him down on the floor. Allen Iverson never said nothing.
But I can't blame him. He was taking fouls.
I can't
either.
Pull up in the mid-range, you know what I'm saying? Because everybody else who went down, they got hit just like he got hit. You know what I'm saying? Everybody got hit. Everybody driving to the hole got hit the same way he got hit. They just didn't cry about it.
No, they didn't.
Yes, they did.
No,
sure they did.
No, they didn't.
No.
It's okay. I mean, everybody has their own opinion, right? Everybody has their own
opinion. They ain't opinion. That's on the tape. Watch
but
the tape.
The Lions.
Hey, you can leave my boy alone in this absence, D. You know what I'm saying?
See, Jay came and he wanted to set it off today, so I'm not even trying to go there today. I'm just not going to do that.
I mean, Larry Bird got choked down to the floor. He didn't cry about that.
He also choked Dr. J back.
That's how you do it. You don't go cry. You don't go cry to the principal.
Yeah, Larry Bird wasn't flying through the air taking clotheslines either.
Yeah, okay. He got clothesline to me.
Jay wants to set it off today. I'm not trying to.
They used to mess Bird up, bro.
He just don't like.
Jay down for any fight when it comes to Michael Jordan.
He the only person they said was a GOAT that I saw crying about rule changes, bro. I ain't never heard nobody else say nothing.
Because the changes was changed by the time.
And y'all apologize for him.
And LeBron is a recipient. He get the flop every day.
Yeah.
He right now on the beach training how.
That's in the game though.
Oh Lord. All
He
right.
ain't going to the league requesting flopping. He won't let me flop.
All right, now it's time. It's 5:30. I'm not going to continue on with the Jordan thing because we talk about the Jordan. We talk about the Jordan show all the time.
Doodle juice.
So Mo, you go first, bro. We got to talk about these college questions because we get ready time for jumping in for college, man. College weekend. So Mo, I know you got your notes out. Give me your top 5 best college performances from this past weekend that you heard
Now
about.
I'm gonna say this, right? Because I don't watch college football like that. But I happen to be with a bunch of young ladies who work very hard to help them pursue their college careers. So
You throwing out tuition money? You was helping with the tuitions?
so I picked the top 5 ladies that work for their college career. And number 5, it was Mercedes, aka the compressor. She could walk on the ceiling. I mean, she could walk on the ceiling. And number 4, it was Precious the pole pimp. She could hold a selfie stick and slide down the pole and stop just before she hit the ground. She never hit the ground. And then number 3, it was Diamond and Honey. They were a tag team. Diamond will hold her legs out and her back out while Honey did push-ups on her back. You know how strong you got to be on the pole to hold you and a woman with your thighs? And the number 1, it was Lovely. But you got to go see that one for yourself, my brother.
Okay.
Oh, that's a good list, Mo.
That sounds like a winning squad, that Playboy.
That's a starting 5, Mo. That's a starting 5.
That's a winning squad there, baby.
Give me your top 5 best college performances from this past weekend.
I got 5. I got Miami over Florida.
These
the Gators.
These sound like games, D. Do you have single performances?
Well, yeah, I do. I got both. Both. But I just put because their performance, they held the Gators 0-13 on third down. So the whole
it's kind of hard in college, do performances like that.
Yeah, the whole defense. And I wrote them down. Hold on, let me go back to what I wrote down. Number 4, we got Indiana offense. I got them as a performance. They won 63-10 and put up 579 total yards on offense.
Illinois was a top 10 team.
Yeah. Number 3, I got the USC quarterback. They beat Michigan State. He had 235 yards and 3 touchdowns, 2 rushing and 1 passing. Number 2, I got the Missouri quarterback who put up 72% his passing yards and 72 rushing yards. And number 1, I got Eric McAllister from TCU. He had 8 catches for 254 yards and 3 touchdowns.
Those are great performances. Jay, give me your top 5 college performances.
Yeah, number 5 for me, I'm gonna go. I mean, I don't know if you guys follow college football, man, but Vanderbilt traditionally sucks. They're like an academic school in the SEC. So they put up 70 points this weekend on Georgia State, and they're undefeated right now. So that's a team thing. You know what I'm saying? Number 4, I got Lincoln Riley, the head coach of USC. USC is now in the Big Ten. I had them finishing at best 6th or 7th in the league, and Lincoln quietly got them boys 4-0 right now after beating Michigan State. Number 3, team thing, because I hate this squad. Unranked Syracuse went into Clemson and beat the brakes off them boys, man, by 2 touchdowns in redneck South Carolina in front of all the MAGA contingent. The tears were delicious. Number 2, I got what D had. Indiana, man. They put BTA, belt to ass, on Illinois, which was the number 9 team in the country. They put up 63 on them boys and only gave up 10. You gotta talk about that performance. But number one, being the Florida State know that I am, I got freshman sensation, ACC 400-meter defending champion record setter, Mekhi Danzey, wide receiver for Florida State. He caught 2 touchdowns for 112 yards, and he ran another touchdown for 64 yards and a TD in the first quarter.
Wow, this kid might be NFL draft contention.
Yeah. And he's like 6'1" too. I mean, so he's not small.
Yeah. Okay, Mo, we did the top 5 performances. Can you give me the top 5 best college games? I know you don't watch them, but
You want me to answer another college question? You sure you want me to answer this one?
I'll skip you. Bro. I'll skip you.
Okay. I had something for you, but you better.
If you want to answer it, I'll give it to you.
No. Go on to D Jones. He watched college.
D Jones, top 5 best college games this past weekend.
Oh, I thought it was this coming weekend.
Now, is this past weekend we saw? But you can do this coming weekend if you want.
Yeah, because I did the coming weekend.
Okay, let's do this coming weekend.
Okay, I got 21 USC versus 23 Illinois. I got number 4 LSU versus Ole Miss. I got 25 BYU versus Colorado because I just like watching and seeing what Deion gonna do, man. Number 17, Alabama's about to get their ass beat by number 5, Georgia. And they might have picket signs out in Alabama. And the number 1 game, Oregon versus Penn State.
Okay. I like that list. Jay, you can give me from the past weekend or this upcoming weekend? How you ever?
Well, I did this past weekend.
Okay.
So number 5 for me, because it was a cupcake, but it still got to make my list. Florida State beating the hell out of Kent State 66-10. Love that. Number 4, I'm going Oklahoma Auburn. That was a really, really good game. Auburn had a chance, to tie the game on the last drive, and Oklahoma sat the quarterback 4 straight times to win 24-17. Number 3, whenever them Pond Lizards from Hogtown can lose, I don't care who beat them. Miami beating the hell out of the University of Florida this past weekend. It was beautiful. Yeah. Love it.
Yeah.
Number 2, this was a slobber knocker, man. It was a way better game than I expected. It was Michigan against Nebraska. I thought the Michigan, was going to go in there, and just boat race them boys, man. But, they showed up. They fought a little bit, man. Michigan poured it out, but that was a really, really good game. And number 1 for me, UCF beating the fuck out of Bill Belichick. What?
Yeah.
Bruh. UCF beat North Carolina. What was it? 34-9.
It was
Belichick looks like he ain't never coached a game in his life, bro. He getting ate up in college.
He is. He should never even went, but that's a conversation for another day.
And players quit every day on it. I've seen like 3 players left the program just this week.
Wow, I didn't know that. That's okay. That's definitely interesting. Mo, let's keep it going. Now we're going to jump back into the NFL. We did the college thing. I also want to get to the best pitchers because baseball. Baseball.
Oh yeah, we should do that one. We should do that one now. Yankees pitched last night, huh?
All right, let's do the best pitchers then. Let's do that one real fast.
Okay.
Give me your top 5 best pitcher performances you have ever seen as a thought to, because what we really go to, man, is wild card happening in the next couple of days. You know what I mean? So,
and you know what? A lot of my performances that I saw, in the playoffs, because since I live in Boston during the heyday of the Yankees, I didn't get a lot of games. So, number 5 is David Cone, Game 3, 1996 World Series. He gave up only 2 runs and 3 hits. And that was against the Atlanta team that had scored 12-1 in the first 2 games.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Number 4, Mike Mussina, 2001. Red Sox no-hitter into the ninth inning. He had did 2 no-hitters that year into the ninth inning, but that one there I saw. He took a no-hit. Remember that one, Frank?
I remember it vividly, but it's why you asking me.
Vividly my behind. Yeah, whatever. Number 3, Orlando El Duque Hernandez, 1998 ALCS. He gave up 3 hits, 1 run, and the Yankees were down in that series, baby. El Duque. Number 2, Andy Pettit. You know this was gone, right? All the Yankee pitchers. Number 2.
Surprise.
And number 2, Andy Pettit, 1996 Braves, when he went up against the Golden Boy, John Smoltz, smoked his ass. In 1999, the whole playoff and wild card World Series run with Mario Rivera topping it off. Hold on, I got the stats here too. He was 12.1 scoreless innings in the ALDS, ALCS, and the World Series. He allowed no runs, no walks, just 4 hits. He had 5 saves, and he was the World Series MVP.
He was the Grim Reaper. I used to call, every time I saw him, like, he was the Grim Reaper. When I saw him come in, I was like, it's over. It's over. Until 2004, but that's another state for another.
Yeah,
It took a long time. It took a long time for them to figure out that split finger fastball.
It did. D. Jones, give me your
cutter.
top 5 best.
Let me get my notebook like Mo. Let me get my. All right, fellas. I didn't read this question, so you're gonna have to skip me.
You ain't shit. You ain't shit.
Then he slammed the notebook. All right, I'll skip you. Jay, give me your top 5 best pitching performances you've ever seen.
For me, number 5, anytime Nolan Ryan was pitching, it was a show.
Yeah.
Just pick one. Number 4, anytime Randy the Big Unit Johnson was pitching,
yeah,
it was a show. But more specifically, when I saw him explode a pigeon, that's the most spectacular thing I ever seen in my life.
Yeah.
It wasn't number feathers. That was it. Number 3, I'm gonna go Oral Hershiser in the 1988 World Series for the pitching for the Dodgers against the Oakland A's. Like, everybody knew, including me. I was like, yo, the A's just gonna run away with this. They had the Bash brothers. And Oral Hershiser just mowed through everybody in the playoffs and into the World Series. Most spectacular performance I've ever seen, especially with the pressure. Number 2, I'm going Chris Collins back in Little League.
Yeah.
Chris Collins was a left-handed pitcher who was twice as big as all the rest of us 12-year-olds. Like, he grew first. That's what it was. And that little short mound, bro, you could not touch him with anything. But what happens, the funny thing happens with maturity and puberty, is the next summer we all grew and we moved up, to another league, and the mound went back further, and we started breaking car windshields with his ass. We was knocking his ass into the trees. Ting, ting, ting. So he retired at 14. He was the most dominant 11, 12-year-old I ever seen in my life. And he was out of the sport by 15. And number 1, I don't know why nobody said this but me. The great Jim Abbott. Jim Abbott had one hand, bro, and he threw a no-hitter for the Yankees. Like, he literally had to rest his glove on his nub, throw the ball, throw his glove on the field. He threw a no-hitter, man. That's the most incredible thing I've ever seen in my life.
All right, let's give it to you. I'm gonna give it to you. That's definitely a good list. All right, so now you all know how I like to do. I like to mix things up, and now it's time to mix things up. So the mix things up question that I come up with today is: give me your top 5 hip hop collaborators you would have loved to see come together.
Yeah.
That you would have loved to see, like, damn, I wish he and him, or him and her, or this and that group and that group. Mo, give them to me. Give me your top 5.
All right, and number 5, I would love to see in their heyday, Big Boy and Big Daddy Kane.
Ooh, yeah, okay.
That right there on some smooth type shit. Them two. Number 4, Cool G Rap and AZ. I don't know why they never got together to do something. I would love to see Cool G Rap, who is the original hip hop gangster, and AZ, who just reps gangsterist and on the smoothest way. Biz Markie and Old Dirty Bastard.
That would have been a great album. That would have been funny.
Yeah.
That'd have been fun to watch.
That would have been Biz Markie and Old Dirty Bastard together. I don't know about the album. I was just thinking of a song. I don't even think they could get through a whole album because it'd be so funny. The producer would probably pee on himself every 20 minutes.
Yeah.
And my last one, I had another one. Oh, I don't even have it no more. I'm sorry, I didn't have no more. I thought I had more.
No, it's all good. It's all good.
But wait a minute. My last one though was Ghostface Killer, Fabulous, and AZ. Those are the 3 best hip hop artists to rap over a R&B song or a hit. Those 3 together. I think that would rapping over Mary Jane Girls.
Okay, all right. I like that. D Jones, give me yours.
Well, first of all, Mo, I don't know if you know this, Ghostface and Fab do got a song together.
But now with AZ.
You're right, not with AZ. Okay, number 5. Mine's a little different because this was really hard for me. So I got Uncle Luke and the City Girls.
Okay.
They're gonna be great.
The stage performance definitely would.
Number 4, I got Too Short, Megan Thee Stallion. I think it'll be
that would be great.
Amazing. Okay.
Yeah.
This one I got a little bit more serious. The old Kanye West with the Roots. Black Thought and Kanye, I think would have been amazing. The next one was where they at? Number 2, Jay-Z and Freddie Gibbs. I'm a Jay-Z fan. I'm a Freddie Gibbs fan. They both talking about hustling. I think they'll make a dope track together. And number 1, my 2 favorite artists I want to see is Andre 3000 and Eminem. I think that'd be a dope ass song.
That's a good idea. I like that. Okay. Jay, give me yours.
Well, understand when I heard collaboration, I'm thinking a whole album of these dudes, right?
Mm-hmm.
So for me, number 5, I'm gonna take, these. I'm gonna take 3 stacks, and and instead of putting it with M, I want to see 3 stacks with Rakim, because both of them are writers first. Like they're gonna take their time and they're gonna formulate that thing before they go lay it down, and it's gonna be interesting. It's gonna be smooth as hell. Number 4, I want to see Slick Rick and Trick Daddy. They are both spectacular storytellers. It's going to be one of the most vivid albums of some of the wildest stories you will ever hear in music, and you can see the whole thing play out in your brain. Number 3, I want to see Scarface and J. Cole, because I think Scarface is one of the most underrated rappers ever. And I think J. Cole also gets lost in the mix. I like to see those dudes get together and formulate something for real. Number 2, I want to see KRS-One and Chuck D get together. I think the world could use an album from them right now. And number 1, I want to see Pac and Kendrick Lamar get down and talk about some real stuff. They might start World War III with that album, bro.
Ooh, I like that. That's a really good idea. I
heard Trick Daddy name since he got kicked out of Detroit.
Yeah. You know what? That was an interesting list, man. I might have to roll on to the next 5. Like, who would your next 5 be? Because y'all came up with some really good ones, man. That's a good one. White Chocolate. Let's see what White Chocolate wants to say. White
Chocolate. No House of Pain. Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
Third base.
Listen, I don't have any hip hop collaboration thing. That's not what I'm here for. I was listening to the show earlier. Mo asked about Wagner University's NCAA history. They've actually made it twice. 2004 was their first appearance, and 2024 they got their first win over Howard, 71-68 win.
Howard University?
Yeah.
They beat Howard
Yeah.
University. Yep.
Everybody beats Howard University.
Well, and then they lost in the next round to top seed North Carolina. So
Wait a minute. Let me
Just so you
just say this. Let me just say this, right? And I lived in DC for 3 years. And Frank, I know you've been JD, I know you know too. Howard University, one of the greatest institutions in HBCU, one of the greatest homecoming places ever. But when it comes to winning a sporting event, they never do. They don't.
Right.
They don't.
Howard homecoming, if Howard loses, if Howard wins, I think it would be a riot in the streets.
Yeah, I think so too. All right, let's jump back into. Let me see.
Academic schools, man.
Yeah, we got a couple more. Let me see which ones I would like to. You know what? Let's go with this one. Let's go with your top 5 offense or defense coordinator who should be head coaches next season. I think we can get those. We get them names out there real fast. If you all want to get your list together, Mo, give me yours.
All right. Jesse Minter from the Chargers. I think he be next year. He's gonna be up. Even though he was a coach before and wasn't successful, I think Spagnuolo might be up for time up. There's things ain't going right over there in Kansas City. It might be time to make an exit and try it again. Brian Flores.
Yeah.
That's
a gimme. Yeah.
I got Vic Fangio.
Yeah.
And number 1, Cliff Kingsbury.
You got who?
Cliff Kingsbury, I mean.
Cliff Kingsbury. Yeah. Okay. All right. Yeah. Okay. I like that list. So D Jones, give me your top 5.
Okay. I got
You're a jackass. But you know what? How he said people don't like Detroit. This why. Y'all just come in here and start fucking with people for no reason.
Number 5, I got Clay Kubiak, the 49ers offensive coordinator. Mm-hmm. Number 4, I got, and he used to be a coordinator for the Lions, but the way the coach playing, Jim Bob Cooter. If he can get Daniel Jones to look like this, maybe he deserves a shot. Number 3, somebody whose name haven't been brought up in a few seasons, Eric Bieniemy. I don't know where he at, but
he's in college.
He in college now.
Yeah,
but
it's over for him, bro.
Always deserved a shot. Number 2, Brian Flores. Man, I think he deserved another shot. And number 1, this is a little personal for me. I grew up with this guy. He was an NFL Super Bowl champ. He was a champ as a linebacker coach for Tampa Bay, and that's my dog Larry Foote, University of Michigan graduate.
Okay, and he goes. I like when he slammed the book.
Slamming
it. Give me your 5.
Number 5 for me, I'm gonna go Denver Broncos DC Vance Joseph. Denver has not been very good in a very long time, but their defense has been very, very good for the past few years. And that goes back to when he was the head coach of them back in 2017, 2018. I think it's time for him to get another shot. Number 5, I'm going Steve Wilkes, the Jets DC.
Yeah.
I think Steve Wilkes has done enough to get a chance to be another NFL head coach. And as poor as the Jets have played this year, the defense is not. So he's very good at what he does. Number 3, I'm going to go Cliff Kingsbury with the Commanders. He's been a head coach before. He was in Arizona. But given what he's done with Jaden Daniels and the game plan he came with Marcus Mariota last week, maybe this dude will learn something. So maybe it's time for him to get another shot. Number 2, I'm going Joe Brady, the OC for the Buffalo Bills.
Okay.
Because he's turned Josh Allen into an unstoppable machine. And you can't name his wide receivers or his tight end, and all they do is win. So that's scheme, that's coaching, that's all of it. But number 1 for me is Brian Flores, man. And unfortunately, they would never let him be a head coach again in this league.
I don't know about never, but right now, it's definitely not his time.
He sued him, bro. They ain't never let him be a head coach.
Yeah, I got a lot of the same guys you have. I got Brian Flores. I got Todd Monken, the offensive coordinator for Baltimore. John Morton from Detroit. Listen, they're putting up 50 points a game. If that offense keeps rolling the way it is, he's going to be scooped up, I think, at the end of the year. Clay Kubiak from San Fran. If you can make Mac Jones good, holy crap, dude.
You're a magician.
That guy's got to get some kind of and the Kubiak tree, the family tree, those guys are all offensive gurus or whatever you want to call them. So he's probably going to get some looks. And Kevin Patullo, the Eagles offensive coordinator, for what they've been doing the last few years.
All right, let's see if we get this last one. Let's see if we get this last one out because I hate rolling over questions. So let's do this. Give me your top 5 power team rankings after the 3 weeks in the NFL. Mo, I think we got enough time. All you gotta do is give me your 5.
Now I'm getting all conscientious about looking at my book. You know what I'm saying? I'm getting all right. Number 5, I got the Chargers. Number 4, I got the Lions. And number 3, I got the Packers. Number 2, I got the Buccaneers. And number 1, I got the Bills.
So you got the Packers ahead of the line. Okay, interesting. D Jones, give me your top 5 power rankings in the NFL after 3 weeks and after what you've seen.
I wrote it down somewhere. I don't know where I put it, but I go off the top of my head again. 5, I got the team in Detroit. 4, I got the Packers. 3, Tampa Bay, I got 4. 3, I got the Packers. 2, I got the Bills. And 1, I got the Eagles.
And the Ravens ain't in your top 5.
No, they're done.
Yeah, interesting. I agree with that. I like that list. Jay, give me your top 5.
Yeah, I don't agree. Number 5, I got the Rams. The Rams lost on a fluky play in Philadelphia, or 2 really fluky plays. Number 4, I got the Ravens. I still believe in them, and I think that this is week 4. They got plenty of games left to right the ship, and I think they're too good not to be a problem later on. Number 3, I got the Chargers. I think the Chargers might not lose a division game this year because they beat Kansas City once already, and I don't think KC can beat them. I think the Chargers are just too good for them this year. Number 2, I got the Eagles because defending champs, I have no reason to not believe in them. And number 1, I got the fighting Josh Allen's, man, the Buffalo Bills, man. I mean, them dudes looking tough, and they're in a really favorable division. Everybody sucks in their division.
I agree. Jay, White Chocolate, you want to jump in on this?
Yeah, I got it. Again, we have the same teams, but I got the Chargers, the Packers, the Ravens, the Buccaneers, and the Bills.
Bills, your number 1. Okay. I gotta say, I like everybody's list. My 5, I think my 5 goes Bills, Chargers, Eagles. I want to say, I think I'm gonna stop there. I want to say Packers. Everybody else, I just know the Bills, the Eagles, and the Chargers are the 3 best teams in the league to me right now. Those 3 are the 3 best teams in the league, and it's hard to put them in order.
That's who I got. 1, 2, 3. Bills, Eagles, Chargers.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3 for me.
Yeah.
In any order, it doesn't matter. Right? Yeah.
Right. That's where I'm at. It doesn't matter. Honestly, I could put the Eagles at 3 and the Bills and Chargers at 1 and 2. You know what I mean? I couldn't.
Are we sleeping on the Colts?
No, I'm not sleeping on the Colts.
I'm snoozing. Daniel Jones, a quarterback, bro.
I'm not sleeping on the Colts.
They're not the Colts. They're the Indianapolis Giants.
I just don't believe in them just yet. I'm just not there.
I ain't buying it yet.
I ain't buying it yet either. Let me see that. All right, y'all, we getting ready to roll up out of here, man, because tomorrow we got to do, of course, we got to talk about the Thursday night football game. We got to talk about some more games heading into the weekend. The name of the show is called Box Seats. Mo, tell everybody out there how they can follow you, bro.
MOE_comic on Instagram, Maurice Smith on Facebook, always.
D Jones, everybody out there how they can follow you.
Follow me at Drake May is the best quarterback represented on this show.
Jay, how can we follow you, bro?
You follow me at the New England Patriots suckass.com.
Okay, White Chocolate.
Follow me and Frank on Boston Straight Shooters on Facebook and YouTube.
Name of the show is called Box Seats. We'll see y'all tomorrow at 5 o'clock. Peace.
Yeah, they suck.